So in today's class, we are going to see model serving and deployment. The fourth topic in module 4, model serving and deployment. Fine. And the subtopics that we are going to see under this model serving and deployment is serving ML model as services as a first topic, and then deployment. What are all the deployment strategies? Okay, in what are all the ways we deploy the model in a server? Fine. And the third one is model versioning. Okay, we are going to see one by one. First thing is we should understand what is this model serving and deployment. As you can see the lines which I have highlighted. What is this deployment? Deployment means making model available in online. Okay, we just after we trained the model, okay, and evaluated and tested properly, when it is ready to deploy, fine, the model will be available in the server for all the users. Okay, making the model available, okay, for the users, that we call it as deployment. What is this serving? Giving predictions to user in real time. So once a model is deployed on a server, okay, this model that is deployed in the server is able to give the predictions to the users, give the predictions to the applications. Okay, so this is called model serving and deployment. Okay, model servicing, model serving and deployment. As you can see at the right side, this is a diagram for model serving and deployment. So initially what we do, we just train the model with the available data sets. Okay, with the data set. Okay, after we collect the data set from various sources, it has to be processed well. After we process, we make the model to train with the data set. After it was trained, we'll evaluate the trained model with a testing data set. Once a model is ready, we'll make it as a package. Okay, we'll make it as a package, and a package means, as we all know, okay, along with the configuration setting, the hyperparameter settings, okay, the ML model, all the requirement files will be put under one bundle. That's what we call package. Okay, so all the package has to be bundled, and the model has to be saved as version. Okay, once it is saved as version, it is ready to deploy on a server. The model will be deployed on a server. Nobody will know what will run behind that model. The user will send a request to the server, and the server will get the response, and will get the request and send back the proper response. That's what it will do. But then nobody will know the background process that is running in that model. Okay, everything will be evaluated only by the developer, the one who has deployed the model on a server. Fine. So the model deployed to server. Once the model is deployed to server, it is made available for all the user, for all the applications to interact with it through the API. Fine. So serving predictions to user. Once the model is deployed to the server, the server is able to give the prediction. Best example is mail server. Fine. See, all the mail application will have their own server. So whenever a mail is received from outside, this mail server will take the mail and evaluate it whether it is a inbox mail or spam mail. If it is not an inbox mail, definitely it will be evaluated. The mail will be evaluated and put it in and the mail will be sent to the spam folder. If it is if the mail that has been received is not in spam mail, then the server, okay, the mail server will send the mail and put it in will send the mail to the inbox. This is the best example for prediction which is happening on the server. Fine. Okay, so what are all the steps of model serving and deployment? 4 main steps. Fine. The very same explanation what I have given with an example, real-time example. The first one is training the ML model, and the second one is package and save model. The third step is deploying model to server, and the fourth step is serve predictions to user. Okay, what is the first step? Train machine learning model. The model has to be trained with a data set. So the model is created and trained using historical data, the data that has been collected thus far. Right? So at this stage, the system learns patterns from the system. The model will understand the behavior of the data set. The model will understand the pattern of the data set. Once it understands the pattern of the data set, it's able to do the prediction, with any unknown data. So that's what we have to do a training with the model for the given data set. So what is the first step? Training the machine learning model. And what is the next step? I have also given an example for training the ML model, that is predicting house prices, detecting spam, or classifying images. So many other examples also we can give for this step, that is training ML model. Fine. So what we do in the training ML model, the model is created and trained with the data set that has been collected from the various sources. Fine. Then what is the next step? After training, the model has to be saved in a file format. The file format can be a pickle file, or it can be a HY file, or it can be a PT file, or it can be a ONNX file. So whatever may be the file format, after training the model, after training, the model has to be saved with the proper file format. Once it is saved, along with the file, along with the model file also, we have to save other files like dependency file, or the library files, the settings requirement file, or else the parameter, the hyperparameter setting, the configuration. Every file has to be saved and put it and make it as a bundle. Make it as a package before we save the model in a server. So after training, the model is saved in a file format along with the other files like dependency file, library set, dependency file, hyperparameter settings, and then parameter record settings, configuration settings, dependencies or libraries. Even if in case if you want to store the importance feature parameter, that can also be stored along with the model. So the second step is package creation and saving the model. Fine. Third one is deploying model to server. Now we have a model. Model is nothing but the whole package that we have in our hand. All the requirement files, the libraries, the configuration settings, hyperparameter settings, everything we have as a bundle. We have as a package. That has to be deployed. That model has to be deployed on a server or a cloud platform. So once a model is deployed, it is able to, it is available for the user to access the model on the server. So third step is deploying model to a server. This step makes the model available for a real-time usage. What's the fourth step? Serving predictions to user. Once a model is deployed on a cloud platform or server, it's able to do the prediction for the user through the API. Only through API, only the request from the user will be sent to the server, and from the server to the user. Fine. So the four main steps in model serving and deployment is: the first step is training ML model. Second step is package and save model. Third step is deploy model to server. Fourth step is serving predictions to user. Once a model is deployed on a server, it is able to do the prediction for the user. Fine. So what is the overall flow for model serving and deployment? The first stage is training the model, save and making the model as package. Third step is deploying to the server, and fourth step is providing predictions to the user. Fine. So the flow for model serving is training, saving the model as package, and then deploying, finally prediction. Once it is deployed in a cloud server or a cloud platform, it is able to do the prediction for the user request. So this is about model serving and deployment. I have also given an example for models of serving and deployment. Next subtopic. I have already shown you. These are all the subtopics under model serving and deployment. The first what we have discussed is introduction of model serving and deployment. What is model serving and deployment? See, once a model is ready, to deploy on a server, then the model will be available for all the users to make the prediction. What is deployment? That is making model available on a server, making model available. the model which is ready to deploy on a server. Okay, making the model available for the usage. And then what is serving? Giving predictions. Once it is deployed on a server, the model is able to do the prediction for the user request. Okay, so this is model serving and deployment. So under this topic, we are going to see what is serving ML model as services. ML model as services. From the name itself, we can say what is serving ML model as services. Okay, if I have diagram, yeah. So what is ML model as a service? See, deployed on a cloud platform. So that the model that is deployed on a cloud platform will provide a service for all the user. Okay, will allow all the user to send the request. Now it is providing a server. The model is providing the model that is deployed on a server is providing a service for all the users. Okay, based on the access permission and based on the usage permission, the user will be allowed to have that service of the model that is deployed on a cloud platform. See, if we have a, normally all the Gmail will have only for 15 GB. Okay, in case if you want to occupy more spaces above that 15 GB, we have to pay for it. So a model, a cloud is providing a service, okay, to a certain extent. After that, we have to pay and retain those service. Okay, retain those service. Okay, if you want the if you want the usage above the limit, because I need to store my data above 15 GB, but the normal limit of that cloud provider can be only 15 GB. If I want to store more data above that 15 GB, I have to pay and get that permission. Then only I will be allowed to use the data of my mail account for above 15 GB. Okay, similarly, that's an example for cloud service. Right? So one of the cloud service, one of the main cloud services, model as a service. When a model is deployed in a cloud platform, when a model is deployed on a server platform, anyone can use it. So it is providing a service for all the user to make it available. So that's the meaning of model as service. As you can see here, user or app application, okay, through the API request, the model, okay, the model will get the request and provide the proper prediction back to the user. Okay, so if it is a Netflix recommending a movie system or email spam detection, every request will be sent to the ML model and the prediction will be done and sent back to the users. Okay. So this is what serving ML model as services. That is, the model works like a service that receives input and gives prediction. Okay, best simple definition for serving ML model as services is the model works like a service that receives input and gives the prediction. Everything will be connected through all the communication will be connected through the API. So this is serving ML model as services. Okay, moving on to the second title, that is deployment strategies. What is this deployment strategies? As you all know, deployment is releasing the machine learning model into real usage. Okay, the definition is releasing the model for real-time usage. That is deployment. Again, what are ways we can release the ML model for real-time use? In what are all the ways? See, directly the normal thing is we deploy the model on a server. Now this model, okay, will provide service for all the users. This is the normal way of releasing the model to a server, asking all the user to access the for prediction. But then there are different strategies for releasing the model on a server. Let me show you a diagram so that you will understand. See here, in so many ways we can release a model for real-time usage. See, if it is a basic deployment, once a model is deployed on a server, the model service, okay, the service can be accessed for all the user. Okay, new model to all users, meaning that the model that is deployed on a server, okay, is available for everyone, is available for all the users. That is the basic deployment. If it is a blue-green deployment, see here, we will maintain multiple versions. All the older versions. See, as I told you, whenever a model is registered for deployment, okay, the model will be saved. The model will be saved as versions, version 1, version 2, version 3. So the server will have all different types of versions. So we'll have old and new versions as well. If there is any conflict in the newer version, it will all automatically switch or shift to the older versions. If there is any conflict in the older version, then again it will back to the newer version. So this is called blue-green deployment. Okay. Our next deployment is canary. What is this canary? See, instead of making the service available for all the users, initially what will they will do? They will make the model. They will make the service only for their employees, only within an organization. Okay, and test the model. If the model is working very well inside the organization, then they will they will have a confidence that this particular model will be worked in the definitely it will work for all the users in a real-time usage. So the model will be, initially the model will be deployed only for small groups within the organization or within the institution. And after, when they find out it works well, very well, then the model will be deployed for all the users in real-time usage. This is canary deployment. And another one is A cross B testing deployment. Say, for example, the model will have multiple models. Multiple the model, okay, the service that will be available with multiple models. Instead of having only one model, okay, we'll have, for a particular service, we'll have multiple models. For a particular service, we'll have multiple models. See, whenever a new incoming data is received from the server side, it will, okay, that new data will be executed by multiple models. Okay, which one? So it will compare the results with the multiple models. Okay, and the model which is good results will be sent as a reply to the, will be sent as a response to the user. Okay, deploying multiple models. Okay, deploying multiple algorithm models as a services for the user. It will send, compare two versions, means it will send the best performance output as a response to the user. That is A cross B testing. So these are all the deployment strategies. Compare two versions to check which gives better results. So that after giving the better results by a particular model, as the response, okay, that output will consider as a response to the user. So these are all the different deployment strategies. That is basic deployment, blue-green deployment, canary deployment, or A cross B testing kind of deployment. Okay, as I have also shown you in diagram. Okay, so in today's class, we have discussed about model serving and deployment. What is model serving, and how we are deploying the the model as a service on the server. Okay, model as a service on the server or cloud for platform. And then we have discussed about serving ML models and as services, that is model, how this model will act as a service the users. And then we have discussed about deployment. What are all the different deployment strategies? How the model will be released, okay, for real-time usage. What are all the ways the model will be released, okay, in real-time usage for all the users. Fine. It can be a basic deployment or blue-green deployment or canary deployment or A cross B deployment. Fine. And also we have discussed the deployment strategies with a diagram.